Okay, so today we're going to begin about a 2-week long sort of in-depth career study on real estate development, something that's near and dear to me. I was pretty successful at a young age, and this was how. So I'm going to take you step by step through everything that I did to develop real estate. So who knows what real estate development is? Yeah, what I did specifically was what we call land entitlement. So land entitlement is taking a raw piece of land, typically one or a few number of parcels, and then doing everything that needs to be done to make turn that into multiple parcels. So you buy one piece of land, chop it up, and then sell lots of pieces of land, kind of like parting out cars or something, but legal. We're going to begin by kind of how we start all real estate development stuff, which is with sort of an aerial survey, finding out exactly what we have. And we're going to do basically the same thing as we did in our place and trace, but a real-world application. So we're going to start by, I think I give you 3 files here. Yeah, 3 files. The first one is just a picture of this lighthouse. And then the next picture here is a scale of that. So when we import it into CAD, we'll need to scale it. So I give you both images for that. So I'm just going to start by saving both these images to my desktop. I guess I don't need to save this one. I'll just open it. There we go. So you can see in the second image here, I give you 2 points spaced pretty far apart, and then I tell you how many feet it is, so you can scale your image once we get into CAD. So for all of our architectural development, real estate development stuff, we'll be doing everything in architectural scale. So we'll begin by opening our architectural template, Archi, and I'm going to change my settings back to our standard grid. We're not doing any isometric stuff, so make sure everything is back the way it should be. All that looks good. And I'm normally we'd kind of space out our grid, but I've decided I'm actually not even going to use my grid at all. So then we go File, Insert, and it's our raster image reference, and we're going to open up the lighthouse image. And we're just going to place that anywhere. Voila. And then I'm going to go back to my, where was it? Here we go. All right, so I'm going from this dot here. And remember, it looks like there's a car along here. So visually, I'm just memorizing this point to the very tip of the lighthouse right here. And the number to remember is 41601.
Is the 308.33 degrees not important?
That is not important. Okay. So then I'm going to select my image. We're going to scale. And you can pick anything as your base point, but I'm going to pick a point that I'm going to be going with here. I'm going to hit R for reference. And I'm going to go right to that point, and then zoom in. Here's the tip of my lighthouse here. So right to there. And our dimension is, I forgot it, was it 316 or 416? 416, okay.
416.01.
Nice. So 416.01. I'm making sure I put feet. So keep in mind, AutoCAD will default to inches. So if you don't put feet, it'll do inches, and everything will be wrong. So 416.01 feet. Enter. And I'm going to hit Z enter and E enter. And I'm just going to draw a line just to make sure. If I go over those two, I can see I've got right about 416 feet. So my image is now scaled correctly. So now that we have that scaled, we've got our place done. Now we got to do our trace. And the best way to do this is going to be a combination of tools. And basically all I'm looking for is as much detail as you can get in a class period. Obviously there's no limit to how much you could copy here or how accurate it can be. So we're just looking for, we'll be doing a lot of this. So for now we're just going to practice using our different drawing tools. And I would use our polyline tool. And then just start tracing stuff. So start here. And for now, I mean, normally I'd want you to draw nice angles and things, but it's okay if you just kind of do everything in straight lines. And then as you get to your bends here, just throw in a couple. I'm going to turn off my snap here. So I'm just putting in 4 or 5 clicks or so as I go around a turn here. And then as you move your object, your background will disappear, so I can kind of see how my image is looking so far. I'm liking it. So basically what I'm looking for is the amount of detail that I gave you in the example here. So going back to our assignment, where are we? Here we go. Here we go. So you can see it's just going to have some rough lines here. I think I have a center line. A couple key dimensions would be like the width of the road, maybe the width of part of this trail. It's important to note the coastline, so where the rocks meet either the water or the sand. And certainly the building, any kind of man-made structure, we certainly want to note. And then if you have time, we can draw circles representing our trees. That's certainly important to know. So this is what they call a land survey. This is a full-blown occupation in itself. People start with aerial surveys and then go out with GPS units and arborists that will identify all the trees, stuff like that. So it's important to have good, accurate survey to begin your study with, because we're going to use it to determine easebacks, exactly what we can build and where, and identify the full development potential of a raw piece of land. So any questions at all on this place and trace? Okay, good luck.